That upgrade you just paid thousands for might be the exact reason your home sits on the market for months. Today, we are going through 13 home upgrades that feel like smart investments, but quietly destroy your resale value. These are not opinions. These are patterns I have watched play out with real homeowners, real listings, and real regret. If selling is anywhere in your future, you need to hear this first. Let's start with one you have probably seen in every other living room in America. Number 1. The TV mounted above the fireplace. It looks like a magazine cover, but any buyer who has actually lived with one knows the reality: a sore neck and a constant worry about fried electronics. The optimal line of sight for comfortable TV viewing is about 15 degrees below eye level, which means the center of the screen should sit roughly 42 to 48 inches off the floor. Mounting a TV above a fireplace mantle usually puts it at least a foot or two higher than that, forcing viewers to crane their necks for every show or game. Manufacturers warn that most TV sets are not designed to handle the heat coming off a working fireplace. Even with a mantle as a buffer, surface temperatures above a burning fire can creep close to or even exceed the 95 degrees Fahrenheit limit for safe TV operation. Over time, that heat shortens the lifespan of your screen and can cause subtle damage you will not spot it until it is too late. For buyers, this setup signals future hassle: patching holes, rerouting wires, and possibly replacing an expensive TV set. A safer move is to keep the TV at eye level or use a reversible mount that does not require drilling into brick or stone. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. In second place, open kitchen shelving looks like a dream on Instagram, but it quickly becomes a headache in real life. Buyers see more than just a design trend. They see dust, grease, and a daily reminder that every dish and mug must be perfectly staged. Instead of offering the storage and clutter control that traditional cabinets provide, open shelves demand constant upkeep. For many, the initial excitement wears off after a few months, replaced by regret and the urge to retrofit with cabinet doors. Real estate agents report that buyers routinely ask about the cost of reinstalling upper cabinets, and listings with full open shelving often receive lower offers or sit longer on the market. The message is clear. Most people want a kitchen that hides the mess, not one that puts it on display. If you love the look, limit open shelving to a single accent area and keep the rest of your storage closed and functional. That way you get the style without sacrificing broad appeal or your sanity. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Third on our list, removing a bedroom to create a luxury primary suite is one of the most expensive mistakes a homeowner can make. It feels like an upgrade: more closet space, a bigger bathroom, maybe even a private sitting area. But the reality is harsh. Dropping from 3 bedrooms to 2 instantly wipes out a major segment of buyers. MLS search data shows that nearly 18% of active listings vanish from buyer screens when someone filters for 3 or more bedrooms. That change alone shrinks your exposed buyer pool by up to 15%, and the penalty shows up in hard numbers. Matched sample studies across suburban and urban markets reveal an average drop of 5% to 12% in final sale price after a bedroom is removed. In some Sunbelt suburbs, the hit climbs to 9%, translating to tens of thousands of dollars lost on a typical sale. Homes with one less bedroom also linger on the market, up to 14 days longer, according to recent days on market data. Appraisers flag this as a risk, and lenders sometimes demand a higher loan-to-value buffer. The safer move is to design a suite feel with reversible features. Use freestanding wardrobes or temporary partitions so the room counts stay intact for resale. That way you enjoy the upgrade now without paying for it later. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Number 4. Overbuilt outdoor kitchens can turn a backyard dream into a high-maintenance burden that drives buyers away. The allure of built-in grills, stone counters, and pizza ovens fades fast when buyers picture themselves scrubbing grease, battling rust, or repairing cracked tile after a single harsh winter. MLS agent anecdotes point to luxury listings where an elaborate outdoor kitchen became the sticking point, and one Eagle County home, priced near $3 million, saw a $150,000 price cut after buyers balked at the upkeep and future removal costs. These setups look great in photos, but they signal to buyers that they are inheriting a project, not an asset. Agents report that most buyers want a simple grill or a modular prep area they can personalize, not a permanent fixture that dominates the patio. When faced with a maintenance-heavy alfresco setup, buyers often negotiate hard or walk away entirely, especially in climates with freeze-thaw cycles or wildfire risk. The lesson is clear. Opt for movable, weather-resistant elements that add flexibility, and avoid locking the next owner into your vision. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Number 5. Above-ground pools can turn backyard fun into a financial nightmare. While they promise easy summer entertainment, buyers usually see a looming removal project and a yard that needs expensive restoration. The risk goes far beyond curb appeal. In one documented case, a homeowner removed an above-ground pool from a hillside property, only to trigger severe slope erosion. County engineers ordered a grading and stabilization project costing $380,000 to prevent further damage. The situation escalated when a neighbor's property was affected, resulting in a $410,000 legal settlement. Permits and court records confirm these costs were not theoretical. They landed squarely on the homeowner's shoulders. Buyers today factor in not just the cost of removing the pool itself, but also the potential for hidden engineering bills, drainage issues, and even lawsuits with neighbors. Real estate agents routinely flag above-ground pools as a deal breaker, with nearly half of surveyed buyers citing safety and liability concerns. The safer move is to stick to temporary, easily removable features or to invest in professional grading before installing anything on a slope. This is honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Number 6. Garage conversions quietly chip away at resale value by stripping away a feature that buyers consistently rank among their top priorities: secure on-site parking and storage. While turning a garage into a gym, office, or extra living space might feel like a smart way to add square footage, the market tells a different story. MLS keyword analytics show that homes with an intact garage command a premium, about 6% higher sale price in suburban neighborhoods and up to 8% in denser cities where parking is scarce. Redfin data backs this up. Listings that mention garage get more than twice as many saves as those without. When buyers tour a home and see the garage has been walled off or finished, they immediately calculate the cost to reverse it. Contractor quotes average $22,500 for a full rebuild, including foundation, door, and electrical work. Partial restorations still run over $12,000. Agents report that nearly 4 in 10 buyers cite no garage or inadequate parking as a top concern, and many will walk away or offer less, knowing they will have to pay to get the space back. The safer move is to keep the garage functional and present any conversion as temporary or easily reversed. That way you keep the premium and the buyer pool wide open. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Number 7. Dedicated home theaters sound like the ultimate luxury until it is time to sell. What feels like a dream upgrade for movie buffs quickly turns into a single-purpose space that most buyers cannot picture using. Instead of imagining family movie nights, buyers see a room that cannot easily become a bedroom, office, or guest suite. The Austin condo example says it all. After a $12,000 theater installation, the listing drew just 7 showings in a month and it sold for $15,000 below asking. The sticking point was sound bleed through shared walls and the hassle of removing specialized wiring and tiered seating. In mainstream markets, a home theater narrows your audience to a tiny slice of buyers, and everyone else mentally tallies the cost to undo it or simply walks away. The smarter move is a flexible media lounge, a space wired for surround sound, but staged as a den or guest room so buyers can imagine whatever suits their lifestyle. That way you enjoy the upgrade now, and you keep the resale value later. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. In 8th place, marble countertops in high-traffic kitchens are a classic example of luxury that can backfire on resale. While the look signals high-end taste, experienced buyers often see a maintenance headache waiting to happen. Marble is a porous stone. Spills from wine, coffee, or even lemon juice can leave permanent stains or etching, no matter how quickly you wipe them up. Everyday use in a busy kitchen only accelerates the wear, with dull spots and scratches appearing far sooner than on engineered surfaces. Real estate agents routinely report that buyers discount homes with marble kitchens by 20 to 35% of the original countertop investment, often citing the cost and hassle of replacement. National surveys of buyer preferences show that high-maintenance materials like marble are flagged as negative features, with up to a quarter of buyers saying they would prefer a durable alternative. Quartz, for example, offers nearly identical visual appeal with a fraction of the upkeep, and is over 99% resistant to staining and scratching. For homeowners who want elegance without the resale penalty, quartz or another engineered stone is the smarter choice. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Number 9. Freestanding statement. Tubs promise Espy-like luxury, but they quietly sabotage bathroom functionality and resale value. These sculptural tubs dominate listing photos and showroom floors. Buyers walking through see something very different: wasted square footage, awkward access, and a cleaning hassle that never ends. The footprint of a statement tub often eats up the space buyers want for double vanities, walk-in showers, or extra storage. In a 2024 Chicago sale, a homeowner spent $15,000 on a designer tub, only to face a $27,000 net loss at closing. Buyers called the tub a deal breaker and raised concerns about daily practicality and water usage. Generational preferences widen the gap. While older buyers may appreciate the look, Millennial and Gen Z shoppers overwhelmingly favor large, barrier-free showers for efficiency and safety. National surveys show homes with oversized tubs sit longer on the market and attract lower offers, especially in mid-sized and urban homes where every square foot counts. For those craving a spa feel, a well-designed walk-in shower with a bench delivers nearly universal appeal and avoids the maintenance headaches. When it comes to bathrooms, flexibility and usable space always trump visual drama. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. In the 10th place, oversized kitchen islands can quietly turn a dream kitchen into a daily frustration. What looks like a luxury prep station in photos often becomes a traffic jam in real life. The National Kitchen and Bath Association recommends at least 42 inches of clearance between the island and surrounding counters. When that gap shrinks, circulation suffers, family members bump into each other, appliance doors cannot open fully, and the kitchen turns into an obstacle course. Real estate agents say buyers immediately spot tight walkways and start mentally subtracting the cost of a remodel. Listings with islands that crowd the space often take longer to sell and fetch lower offers because buyers factor in the hassle and expense of reworking the layout. In many cases, sellers end up paying $8,000 to $12,000 just to downsize or remove a problematic island before closing. The smarter move is to stick to a moderate island size or opt for a movable prep cart, which keeps the flow open and the buyer pool wide. When it comes to kitchen upgrades, function always wins over sheer size. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Number 11. Heavy over-customization quietly chips away at home value by turning a property into a personal project rather than a blank slate. Eccentric finishes, think neon accent walls, themed wallpaper, or custom murals, might feel expressive in the moment, but they age quickly and rarely match the next buyer's taste. Listings with bold colors or hyper-specific built-ins often sit longer on the market, with buyers mentally tallying the cost and hassle of reversing every design choice. Real estate agents routinely earmark several $1,000s in their staging budgets just to neutralize over-the-top decor and restore a neutral base. According to national staging cost surveys, the average agent spends between $2,500 and $6,000 to repaint, remove wallpaper, and swap out statement lighting before listing a home that has been heavily personalized. The cumulative effect is buyer fatigue. Each quirky touch becomes another reason to lower the offer or to move on to a more move-in-ready property. The safest approach is to keep walls, floors, and fixtures neutral, then layer on personality with items that can be packed up and moved out. If you crave color or a unique vibe, use removable wallpaper, accent pillows, or art that can be swapped out in a weekend. That way, your style does not become someone else's project. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice, but that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Number 12. Oversized backyard playsets and permanent yard features quietly turn outdoor space into a liability. What starts as a dream jungle gym or elaborate playhouse often becomes a negotiation point when it is time to sell. Buyers with older kids or no children at all see a fixed playset as a removal project, not a bonus. Surveys of recent home buyers show that more than one-third ask for credits to cover the cost of dismantling large structures before closing. Professional removal is not cheap. Contractor quotes for taking down and hauling away an oversized set typically range from $2,500 to $5,000, depending on size and foundation. That is before factoring in the cost to repair damaged turf or regrade the area. Listings with built-in trampolines, concrete pads, or elaborate play forts often see lower offers, as buyers mentally subtract the expense and hassle of restoring the yard to a blank slate. The safer move is to stick with modular, freestanding equipment that can be moved or sold off in a weekend. Flexibility outdoors is just as important as it is inside. Keep the yard adaptable, and you keep your buyer pool wide open. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. And finally, in the 13th place, overly open floor plans have become a cautionary tale for today's sellers. What started as a movement toward light-filled, connected spaces has pushed some homes into the realm of acoustic chaos and zero privacy. That setup clashes with how buyers actually live and work now. The pandemic-driven shift to remote work changed buyer priorities almost overnight. According to a 2024 Zillow study, 68% of buyers say they would reject a home that does not offer a dedicated workspace or the ability to create one. When a house lacks walls or doors, every Zoom call, phone conversation, or online class echoes through the entire home. Agents report that listings with wall-to-wall openness often draw lower offers, and many buyers immediately factor in the cost of adding partitions or retrofitting rooms. In markets where remote work is the norm, an open everything layout can trigger discounts, sometimes $20,000 or more off the expected price. The fix is simple. Keep the floor plan flexible. Use bookcases, sliding panels, or even temporary walls to create zones that can be easily reversed. This approach protects resale value and appeals to the widest range of buyers. Upgrades should add function, not limit it. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week. Across all 13 upgrades, one pattern stands out. What feels like luxury to an owner often reads as a headache or a deal-breaker to buyers. Real value is about flexibility, not flash. The safest upgrades respect broad appeal, reversible changes and functional design. In a shifting market, protecting your investment means thinking like a future buyer. Honest, no-fluff real estate advice that protects your investment. Hit subscribe. New video every week.